Okay, YouTube, Facebook. What a clusterfuck the United Kingdom is in right now. Fortunately, the public can see what I've seen for ages now. They're starting to break from the mist of control, the mist of obey, the mist of I'll do everything my government tells me to save a service that they never funded to start with. Right? Last time I looked, I paid a thing called national insurance. And the national insurance was put into a pot so I could get a pension when I die, so I could get dental services, so I can go to the hospital and have medical treatment. So if I lose my job for a few weeks, I get some kind of job seekers allowance or help with my rent. It's like kind of a tax that everyone in this country pays into. And you'd think that if it weren't funded right, the tax would go up. Because surely that makes sense. I don't think anyone would have any problem with having a service. It's like, this is where I get pissed off with government and privatisation, right? Because there's certain things should be privatised, and there's certain things that everyone uses. It's like, why on earth is the water supply private or the energy supply is private? Right? Why? Why is the transport system private? Don't we all want cheaper fucking fares? That if we all pay a certain fee and then you keep the infrastructure up to date and then everyone's still paying the same money, you could lower the ticket prices. That's the whole idea of public funded services. So we all pay the same amount, so it lowers it. Not literally the same amount, but you know what I'm saying. If I take a train to London and it costs me £20 and there's still stuff they're updating, right? They're going to use, instead of making a profit, when a business makes a profit, that profit in a public limited company should be put straight back into infrastructure. But it's not. It's not. Our government takes it and plays with it on the stock exchange, like it does with everything else. That's probably where all the national insurance funding is. Some fucking dick has played with it on the stock exchange. But yet you're being told to control yourself and be a certain way because they did not fund the service properly. Because I've had this from people when I've gone on about the rules. Oh, yes, but it's to stop the NHS being overwhelmed. You've got doctors and nurses saying there's no overwhelmment. And if there is, it's not my fault that the NHS is overwhelmed. It's the government's fault for not funding it. I have common sense. Last time I looked, I had common sense. My girlfriend's got no immune system. If I visit anyone at this time of year, I have to make sure they're not ill before I go. Then I use my judgment to decide whether I want to take that risk to go and visit that person. I'll also tell my girlfriend, oh, I visited someone that's sick. Do you really want to come to my house? That's her decision. We all have our own minds. Make your own decisions. But let's talk about Christmas Day being cancelled in this clusterfuck of a fucking country. No one is going to police it. No one. No one. So use a degree of common sense. If you feel there's vulnerable people in your world, which a lot of my friends have said, oh, we're not going around their house and they're not coming to us because they're vulnerable. That's decisions we've made without the government intervening. So surely everyone can make decisions for them fucking self. Last time I looked, I was an adult. Are you going to let the government tell you what you can and can't do? You know, George Orwell, 1984, World War One, World War Two. Why did we go to war? Why did our grandpa and our grandmas and all them other people fight in a war and go through all that shit? For you to just roll over and go, okay, government, we'll do as we're told. It's like when there is a terrorist act and all these other things, everyone's like, you know, oh, I'm not going to fly. I'm not. Oh, we need to be checked at the airport. It's like you become a police witness for someone who's killed someone, and you get put in a safe house, right? And you get put in a safe house until it goes to court because there's a risk that you might get hurt because they know where you live. Right? At what point are you going to give up all your fucking, you know, all your freedoms for the sake of security? You've got to live your life. We can all take temporarily giving up your freedom. Sorry, it's my. You should all have one of these actually. Ginger, lemon, and apple juice down the fucking throat. Every morning. And this, I've told people to take this for about 10, 12 years. Oh, it's a nut job. Oh no, you can't take that quantity of vitamin D. Are you insane? Oh no. I'm sorry, it's no good for you. Your body doesn't actually, it doesn't ever actually leave. I'm a doctor, I've got 5 degrees, didn't you know? I'm right, you're wrong. Now the fucking doctors are telling you to take the cunts. 2 of them every day. But I was wrong again. Don't like being fucking wrong all the time. Pity I ain't. I don't come on here and talk about things passionately just because it's something to do. Come on here because I care. You know, not everyone's got common sense, clearly. But if you live in the UK, and this clusterfuck of a decision that's been made a few days before Christmas is emotionally draining you or making you mentally unstable, fuck the government. Get pissed. Enjoy Christmas. No one's going to police it. No one's going to police it. And I'm hoping that the powers that be, not the powers that be, I'm hoping the general public see what's really going on and you can fucking wake up here because this is control. Can't you see this is about control? It's about nothing else other than control. They're using a virus that does exist. A virus that I'm fucking convinced the Chinese are using as some form of chemical warfare. We don't have wars anymore. We don't have wars anymore. It's not very good chemical warfare, and considering there's 68 million people in England and only 62,000 have died. That means that 0.01% of the population have died from coronavirus. And I think the infection rate, something like 0.24% of the population has had coronavirus in England. And that's going to stop a whole country. 99.5% of the population is fine. But that's saving... Oh, sorry, we're saving the NHS. Sorry for me to not think about that. We're saving the NHS. Honestly. Don't use these guilt trips on me and emotional fucking bullshit. Bollocks. Okay? Saving the NHS. No, you don't want to overwhelm the NHS, but it's alright to overwhelm the fucking company I work for. We've been overwhelmed since fucking March. Every cunt's sick of walking around the fucking streets delivering shit to people that you don't actually fucking need. Our mail centres are fucking so rammed. It's ridiculous. But it's okay. Save the NHS, stay at home. Fuck the rest of everyone else who's working their fucking arse off. You know? And dare I say it, I'm not really fucking into the police. How do you fucking think they're fucking feeling? Do you think the police force really want to enforce these stupid fucking rules? Because most of them don't. Most of them don't. You know when you see these scenes about you see soldiers trying to enforce on their actual own citizens, and you see the soldiers lay down their arms and say, I'm not enforcing rules onto my own people. The police will be doing that soon. I'm fucking sure they'll fucking stand with us soon, because it's going too far now. It's going too far. Luckily, the last 2 lockdowns have hardened me up emotionally to the point where Christmas don't mean that much to me because we're celebrating the sun moving 1 degree north. It's just nice to see all your friends and family, get pissed with them and have a laugh and sit down and have a meal together. That's the thing that most people are missing. Now, if that's going to have a fucking huge effect on your psyche and a huge effect on your well-being, do it. No one is going to police it. They haven't, got enough police. What, they're going to do? Get the army on the streets on Christmas Day? How many soldiers are going to actually agree to that? Come on. Breaking people up from their family on Christmas Day because of a fucking virus that's been fucking over-exaggerated. Come on. No one is going to police you. Get pissed, enjoy Christmas, fuck the government. Peace, love and light.